Well, howdy ho, all you race car fanatics. Big Biz here with 2P Racing. Just doing a couple projects today. So this is what I've done so far today. I got off work, went to the bank by 8:30, sat in the bank till about 9:30, going over some stuff with the banker there. So I've got the breaker box finally mounted. There's no wiring yet, but I've got it mounted. That was a big thing. So now the next thing is I got to get wire, put a breaker in the house, get wiring out here to wire into the main breaker out here, and then I can start running electric out here. I'm planning on using all LED lights, so hopefully the draw isn't going to be too much. I got a 200 amp breaker box or service in the house. This box here is 100 amp. That's what the breaker is. So really, I mean, I'm not going to be running a whole lot of stuff all at the same time, but it should be sufficient. So today at 2P Racing, this is the projects we're going to try to do. Oh, by the way, my 99-cent, well, $1.06 if you want to count tax, level worked perfect for my little project over there. Everything is, I mean, I think I did it professional. Well, professional to me anyways. And that's all that really matters. But just to give you, look at that. Can you see that? It is perfect level. I love it. I've never had anything level in my life. Level. 99 cents. Otherwise it would have been all crooked, but I would have still used it. But anyways, the Super Street, we are, number one, going to air up the tires yet again. Yes, all four of them are flat. Yes, all four of them leak air. Race car tires or rims, they go through a lot of abuse. And they usually leak some. I don't think I put bead sealer or anything on these, so that's probably why. One of the reasons why they leak. But the main project is to get the tires aired up, get it off the ground. Since I don't have my lift, I'm going to be working on the ground, which is fine because I'm kind of used to that anyways. But I need to get the transmission pulled out of this. I contacted my transmission builder, CJ Reed. He has CJ's Racing Transmissions and Engines, I believe, and he's down in Connersville, Indiana. Super great dude, knows his stuff, has a full machine shop. He does everything in-house. He doesn't really ship anything out, I don't think. He does head work. He does the whole 9 yards. I can put a picture at the end of the video if anybody in Indiana needs any transmission work, or if you need any engine work or a new engine built. I'm telling you, this guy, I'm going to say it. I hope he doesn't get mad if he sees the video, but he's like a good old country boy, just like me. He lives down by Connersville, but I mean, he works out of his garage, and like I said, and I think in town he has a shop with the full machine shop in there set up. I found out, so I bought a 377 for this car, and I found out that he bought the engine builder for this 377, which is Herb Rose out of Anderson, Indiana. Longtime engine builder, a short track, I'm going to say short track asphalt racer. But he bought his machining equipment, so I know it's good stuff. I've heard nothing good about Herb anyways in the past, but CJ is a phenomenal builder. He's really good on his prices, and you tell him your budget and he is going to get you the absolute best of whatever he can with what you're working with. I mean, since he does it all in-house and he charges his own labor rate, he's not really outrageous on his labor like some of these big time shops. I mean, they got a ton of overhead. CJ, you know, he's like I said, man, he's just a good old country boy that loves racing. He builds some bad, I'm going to say it on YouTube. He builds some badass engines. Pardon my French if you're younger, don't repeat it, but I mean, he's legit. That's all I can say. He built my transmission for my very first car. It was an automatic 350, which is going to go in this car. Same transmission. I have put that thing through multiple cars for backups, and when I didn't have it or something happened to my clutch or something, I threw that in there. I raced it for 2 years. I've never had it refreshened. So it's 4 years old now, and like I said, I put it through all kinds of misery, and it's strong as it was before. However, I don't want to take any chances. So I'm going to take it back to him. I'm going to have him refreshen it, go through it all. I mean, like I said, I don't want to take any chances when I go to Iowa. It's one of those deals that I want to cross my T's and dot my I's. I was getting ready to say it backwards, but yeah. So I'm going to take a day off of work because he is about an hour 45, 2 hours south from me, and I'm gonna probably take a day off of work so I can get there and back, drive. Unless I can find somebody to drive for me, that would be great. But I'm gonna have him freshen up the Super Street transmission, the Falcon transmission in it, and then I'm gonna have him freshen the 350 turbo. That's the transmission that came out of the old car. And I want him to build me a backup 350 turbo. With this car, I would hate to do it, but I could do it. I have a Saginaw 3-speed. So if something happens to the Falcon, I do have a Saginaw 3-speed that I used to run. It's still in grid shape. I have a good clutch. It's got brand new clutches in it. So, I mean, I have that as a backup just until I get that rebuilt back. But so I'm going to cut the video off, and I will be back when I get everything set up and ready to go. And hopefully we are going to pull a transmission together. How exciting. All right, guys, see you in a bit. All right, so got the car up in the air. No, it is probably not the safest way. However, I do have a jack stand right there. I do have the jack on this corner. I do have another jack stand there, and I have a jack there in the middle. So the way these cars are set up is you can literally pick up one whole side of the car, like with the jack, I don't know, like right here. Just pick up the whole side. The cars don't weigh a whole lot. I think with me in it, and I'm a pretty big feller. Well, I won't say that. I weigh 235 pounds. But anyways, with me in the car, we were at like 3,260 pounds last time I knew. But the car's up in the air. I feel safe about it. It is a tight squeeze kind of through there. This is why I want my lift. But sometimes you just don't get everything right away. So the first thing we are going to do is we need to take the drive shaft out. So we're going to get up underneath here. Needed a 1/2 inch. I went out to my other shop and got a 1/2 inch. Right now I don't have my toolbox over here with me yet. That's a project in its own. Let me see if I can get some light here. Oh yeah. Okay. Looks like I do have a small leak, which is fine. I may, if I've got time, I know it sounds horrible, doesn't it? If I've got time. I'm planning on draining the rear end anyways, cleaning it, and putting new fluid in it. So I may I may just pull the whole pumpkin out and have it gone through and refresh the new bearings, or check the bearings and everything, and get a new seal up there so that way we're not leaking nowhere. So let's see here. Like I said, the first thing we got to do is we got to get this drive shaft out. So I got a 1/2 inch. Let's see here. I couldn't find any tape. It's horrible. I got stuff strewn out everywhere right now. And it really kind of sucks. I don't know if you can see that or not. We'll find out though, won't we? Another thing is, I do apologize for these videos. If you guys just bear with me, I'm working on my skills. I know they're not very. Oh, look at that! Too long. I know they're not the greatest, but I do try. And right now, my son's in school. I don't even think I can get that on there. Nope. My son's in school, so it's just me. I'm trying to figure all this out myself. So apparently, I need either a short socket, or I need a wrench. So let's go get that, and we'll be right back. Okay, we are back. So I elected to get a wrench. Let's see here. I'm upside down, so I don't know what way to really go. That's embarrassing, isn't it? If I can get one off, I can get the other one off. The amount of torque, some people don't understand the amount of torque that these gears can produce. Like, I'm barely even touching this, and I can't hold my wheel. That's crazy. Alright, I wonder, let's just see here. Probably won't work because, of course, I'm down here on the ground again. Well, folks, this is becoming a little bit more than what I bargained for. You'd think it'd be, it's my first time. If I can wedge something up in there where well, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. So we'll be right back. Okay. We're back. I hope you can see it. So, alright. We're back, and I got a screwdriver. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. If it's loud, sorry, my heater kicked on. It'll kick off when it gets, I don't know, 55 degrees out here, so. There is one little nut. Now this one shouldn't be too hard down. Yeah, once you get one off, it's not too bad. See? Must got to 55, shut off. Okay. Okay. There's 2. Pop that off there. We'll put these nuts back on so we don't lose them. I need to clean all this up. I got a parts washer my dad gave me. I got to get it moved over here. I got to get a lot of stuff going on over here, but running out of time to get everything done. Just take a little bit at a time. Turn this guy around here. And let's do it all over again. Yo. Well, at least I know they're good and tight. That's important. Okay. Oh no, I lost my light. Let's see if we can get that back on. Oh, well, battery too low. I don't know if you can see that or not, but we will try to finish this part up because it won't take too long. Break this other nut loose. Pull this drive shaft out. Just like so. I always like to keep a firm grip on this thing because this drive shaft, it's not really that heavy. However, that thing pops out of there and smacks you right in your face. I mean, it's going to hurt. I'll tell you, it's going to hurt lots. All right, so we got the nuts back on the U-bolts there. Take my screwdriver. We'll slide this drive shaft up just a little bit. Try not to lose the caps. All right, just like that. And we're out. All right. Well, we got the drive shaft out. That is progress. So now I am going to go try to find a container. We'll put this just right over yonder, out of the way. I'm going to try to go find a container to get the transmission drained here. Get the transmission drained, and then I got to pop the clutch line there and drain it. That way I can get it out. And I think I just got to get those. It's been a minute. Let's see here. I got to get the shift levers off, which I'm having new ones made at work. Oh, I'm having new ones made. And a little bit different design I'm going to go with, but I think I just got to get those 4 bolts out. There's 2 there and 2 on the other side. Remove those right there, and it should be able to come on out. Oh, in that line there. Yep, right there. And it should be able to come out. So I am going to find what I need tool-wise and maybe something to drain all this, and we'll be back. Okay, so we're back. I got a light down here so I don't have to use light on my phone. Maybe that'll help out a little bit. All right, so here we go. Now, I know you guys don't have to call me a genius. I understand, but old washer fluid container, cut the top off, you got a little funnel, and you got a container. I know I'm a genius. Anyways, put that in there and you got her going. Let's pop off this line here. This is for the clutch. Get this popped off, get it draining. Oh my goodness gracious. Who put this on there? Oh, that would be me. Like I said, good thing we know it's tight. Look at that. All right. Okay. Let's see if we can get this off of here pretty quick. There we go. Good thing about this is we'll get that fluid out of there, and then we'll refill it all back up, all fresh fluid. So we won't have to worry about much about that. Okay, second thing we're going to do, let's see here, back this up a little bit. We're going to take off the, if I can find my wrenches now. There's one, and there's the other. We're going to try to take off these, if I've got the right wrenches anyways. We're going to try to take off the, oh, you kidding me? Look at that. Wrong wrenches. Boy, I am not doing good today. But if I slide back here, I do have my 1/2 inches from taking the dry shaft out. So we can grab these, and we're back in business, I think. I think so. All right. So, get that in there. So anyways, these are dragging real bad. I don't like them. They're really hard to shift. That could be something internal as well. I bought this transmission used. The guy said he didn't know anything much about it. I bought it for $550. He said as far as he knew, it came out of a driving race car. So I was like, I will take a chance on it. So I took a chance on it, and it worked. It was hard to get in gear a little bit, but it did work. So he did not lie to me. And for $550, I feel like I done a pretty good job, because these are, I don't know, you can find them. You can find them for, you know, a decent price. Obviously, I found this one for $550, but most of the time they're $700-800, maybe a little bit more. Depends on how many races are on them, or how long it's been since it's been freshened. I got a kit. It's not a full entire rebuild kit. I did not know that they made different ones. I typed in Falcon rebuild kit, and it was like 200, I don't know, I think it was like 200 some dollars. I come to find out it was not a complete rebuild kit, but it is a mostly rebuild kit, I guess. I think it's got new seals for here. It's got new clutches, but it doesn't have like new bearings and all that other stuff. So I will have all the bearings and stuff checked. If they're good, then obviously I'm going to just reuse them. If they're out of tolerance, or if the guy says, hey, I think you need some new bearings, or if he says, hey, I know where there's some really low friction bearing stuff for this transmission, then I'll do that. But until then, well, we're going to go with whatever he says. All right, so I got that side off. I think I'm going to go ahead and take these back ones off. I'm not going to move the camera. These should be real quick. I just want them out of my way. But I I'm going to have some, I'm going to get some flat stock and some flat aluminum, and I'm going to make my own shifter linkages, and that way maybe I can reroute them a little bit so they don't rub on anything. And as far as I know, what I've looked at is these transmissions. That's what they take, or that's what everybody else uses. So not that I want to be like everybody else. I just figured that they're doing it for a reason. Maybe there's a kit and it comes like that. So I just had these laying around. I wanted to try this transmission, make sure it worked. It does. So now it's time to, I'm going to call it an upgrade, because to me it is. I know that's probably a great view for the camera. I apologize. But with only me and my hands are full of oil now, I don't really want to touch the screen. So if you give me a half a second here, I've almost got these out or off. And just like that. All right, we are out. Okay, so now what I would like to do is take this line, and I'm going to put it up here, kind of out of the way. I'll try to get a zip tie, and I'll try to drag it up there and hang it up there somewhere out of the way, and that way it won't drain on the floor. But the fluid didn't look too bad. It shouldn't, because it was new. Okay. So now let's see here what we need. See, my hands are all oily. So my drain, I think this is my drain right there. It looks like it's an Allen, so I'll have to go up there and get that. Take that out, drain this real quick. It doesn't hold very much. I think it only holds maybe like 3/4 of a quart of oil, something like that. Take that off, and then I will, let's see here. Let's just see what size that is. If that's, oh, look at that. It is a 9/16. Let's see if I can get this popped loose real quick. If I can, that's 1 down, 3 to go. Oh my golly night. Well, I will tell you one thing, folks. At least I didn't leave anything loose so far. Good. Woo! Okay. I might have to get something different. Okay. So that's 9/16. Let's see here. This is up here. It should be the same thing. If I can see, I just want to make sure I get the right stuff. Okay, so that's 9/16. This here, though, is either, I think those are 3/4. So let me get my Allen kit. We'll get this popped off, get it starting draining, and then I will figure out what I can get these off with. I think those are just studs. Goes in there. Yeah, it is. As you can see, this is a aluminum bell housing. This is from the old school cars. It was kind of an odd find because it doesn't have any cracks or anything in it. When I take this off, I may pop this off. Well, I have to take it off anyway. Well, I'll probably end up taking this off just to check it, make sure it doesn't have any cracks or anything in it. It won't take long to check that, and then we'll put it back on just to double check everything. So let me pause this, and we will get right back to it as soon as I get back with more tools. That almost worked. Ugh. Well, I will tell you, it may look good in the video, but I don't know. It feels alright. I don't feel nothing like. It looks like it's got a little shimmer to it though, like there's some metallic in it. But then again, maybe that's normal. I don't know. I've never ran these transmissions. But we're going to let her sit there and drain for a few, and then we'll get to taking these two out and those two out, and I should be able to get the transmission to go. Okay, so I think this is done draining enough for me. Let's get this back in here, like so. I did spill some, but that's okay. Okay. I'll have to torque this real tight because I'm sure it will come back out when it gets to the builder. All right. Okay, get that out of the way. So here is one dilemma that I have. I cannot find my ratcheting 9/16 wrench for this top bolt, so I can ratchet up there, get it in position, put a breaker bar in there, boom, take it off. Okay, so I don't have that. So what I'm going to try to do is so I already broke this one loose during a little intermission because it was on there really tight. I'm going to go ahead and take this thing off. What sucks is you can't get in there with the impact or anything to take it off because you got this plate in the way, this side plate there. All right, so that's off. Set that there. I have, let's see here. Is this it? That is it. I have this guy. Okay. This guy's out. So there's two out. Now, should I take the top one out? Well, I know I can get this one at least loose. If I can get it up in there. So that one's loose. Oh yeah. So the only one I got to get out is that very, very top one. And it is behind. It gets behind everything. But if I could get just enough on here to where it grabs, I have a wrench that I can use for a breaker. Let's see here. Oh, that's a half inch. That ain't gonna work, is it? No, but my 9/16 will. All right, let's get it up there. All right, let's get it on there real good, so I don't want to strip nothing. Maybe. Let's see here. Where there's a will, there is a way. I'll figure it out sometime. Heck, it feels like that nut is already maybe rounded off just a little bit. Okay, well, it's on there, but now I don't have nothing there. It does feel like it is. So, I don't know if I put this dude on there. I cannot remember how I got that on there. I can't. Let me just go ahead and take this other bolt out. Get it out. It sure ain't gonna fall out. Alright, so I got that bolt out. So now there's only one bolt holding the transmission in. And we got to get it out. But I don't know how. Alright, let's move this up out the way. Let me see if I can get a better look at it here. Oh, camera fell over, didn't it? Yep. Bear with me. I'm trying. All right, we're just gonna pause this and. All right, what a nightmare! Woo! Had to stop the video for a while. I did get the transmission out. Yeah, boy, I tell you what, it was brutal. It was one of the nuts up top was kind of rounded off. Couldn't really get to it. It was in a. So the transmission, one of the ears have been broke off, and I completely forgot about that. It was re-welded. I think it held. We'll get it up here in a second and check it out. I think it held, which is a good thing, but there is some excessive weld, and well, it kind of made it to where the nut was up against it, and it was really hard to get on. But give me a second, and I will get this up here, and we will take a look at it in just a second. Okay, so besides it being dirty, that's just casting there. So there's the weld, and I mean, I don't know who welded it, but it held. That's all I'm going to say, is it held. But I mean, I don't see no cracks. I mean, it looks like it's still all together. The only thing is before I put it back on, I will probably file this just a little bit more because that nut was right up against there, and it sucked. That's all I'm going to say. But transmission is out. So that is some very good progress for today. So now the next thing I need to do is get this transmission and the automatic transmission down south. I'm looking for a rag. There we go. Get the transmission down south so CJ can get them rebuilt. I got to locate the parts that I bought. But yeah, I'll probably have him put in new seals, check the bearings. Maybe since he's got a machine shop, he might need to clean this up a little bit. I don't know, but everything seems to be okay. And then he'll go through everything. I need to straighten these out, and then get my new ones made. And then yeah. Look at that. Gears Unlimited Incorporated. Anybody know anything about this transmission? Let me know. All right, so I'm going to go through this. There's a lot of takes and outtakes. I struggled. I don't like to struggle. Let me get this. I don't like to struggle, especially on camera. Even though probably would have been all right. Like I said, we're going to go through this together. So if I struggle, you struggle. How about that? But I didn't want to make the video too long. I found out the longer the videos, the less people really watch them. But I do appreciate what you guys do watch. So yeah, with that, without further to say, I am going to I'm going to go inside. I'm going to get a shower so I can get to bed for work tonight. But the good thing is we got the transmission out. Since it's up in the air, so these shocks, which this one here actually wasn't a bad shock. I may send that in and just get it checked out. But these other shocks here, these just were not friendly to me. So I think the next thing we're going to do is, while the transmissions are getting rebuilt, is lower the car back down probably tomorrow, work on getting all the shocks off, or calling up the guy and getting some new ones ordered. But I do need to find out what springs the spring rates are on this car. I may do some changing on that. I may get some new springs. They're really not that expensive, like 50 or 60 bucks a piece, for some fresh, new. I know they're not worn out. I know they're not stressed at all. Springs for 60 bucks a side. I mean, I'm talking 240 bucks for brand new springs all the way around. I don't think I can really go wrong if I put new springs on it. Keep these for spares or whatever, or get them checked out. I guess they do have a spring smasher that does check the weight of them and so forth, but I don't know. I know I need to do some changes to get me faster. So, but so as of right now, transmission out, getting ready to get shipped off, or I'm going to take it down there to get rebuilt. So I'm going to mark that off the list. I'm going to get the shocks ordered. I'm going to take I'll take all the wheels off, go through the bearings up front. I'll have probably my dad do that. Repack them, whatever we got to do. Maybe put some new bearings in the front spindles. Check out the rear end. Oh yeah, I want to pull that pumpkin out. Get it kind of freshened up. Maybe a new pinion seal. I think that's what's leaking. It's not leaking real bad, but I'd still like to get it replaced. and then just really go through everything. We go through all the bushings, all the bearings, tie rod ends, everything. I want to make sure the ball joints. I want to make sure they're all clean and good, tip-top shape for when we start, and then really get that transmission back in and piece it back together a little bit. Get some fresh tires on her. I mean, she'll be ready for test and tune, and that's. I got to look it up. I think it's already on the schedule, and then we can start on. Then we can start on the Iowa car. I keep calling it the Iowa car. I'm going to keep calling it the Iowa car, and hopefully you guys start following along when I start building this car, because this car has potential to make, I think, history. I don't know of any other street stock, bomber, thunder car, whatever you want to call it, that pays $100,000 to win. I'm going to repeat that one more time. $100,000. And Friday night, you have a chance, I think, to win either $3,000 or $5,000. So, if you sweep the weekend and you're completely legal, and they hand you that check, you have the possibility of walking away from there with $105,000 or $6,000, $7,000 for these kind of cars. I've seen it in sprint cars, I've seen it in late models, super late models, but not these cars. So I hope that strikes some interest. I'm going to go all out. I've told everybody I'm not going to tell everything, but I am going to go all out as much as I can to get this thing in tip-top shape for my driver. I feel really good about the driver, putting him in the seat. I mean, I don't know. I'm excited about it, but I know time ticks. Every day it seems like it goes a little bit faster. And next thing you know, August is going to be here, and well, we're going to be getting it going. So until tomorrow, we'll see what we can accomplish on this tomorrow. You guys have a good day, and God bless.